Sometimes the biggest stories are hiding in plain sight, tucked away in just a few simple words. Today, we're going to unpack this phrase right here. And trust me, in doing so, we're going to uncover a story that literally wraps around the entire planet.
So let's start with a question. Just think about it for a sec. What on earth could bring together millions upon millions of people from all these different countries and cultures all at the exact same time? Is it a massive sporting event, a global holiday? What could it be?
And when I say millions, I mean millions. The scale here is just wow. We're talking about more than 250 million people participating. This isn't some niche little thing. It is a full-blown global phenomenon. And the answer? Well, it's been right in front of us the whole time. It's these three words, Rashtriya Yog Din. This is the key that unlocks this whole global get-together. So let's dive in and figure out what this is all about. First things first, let's just take a moment to appreciate the sheer spectacle of this day. To really get what's going on, you have to understand the epic scale of it all. What we're witnessing here is basically a brand new global tradition being born in real time. It's celebrated in over 177 countries. And you see these incredible pictures. Thousands of people doing yoga in the middle of Times Square or right there under the Eiffel Tower. It's just this powerful visual symbol of everyone coming together for a single purpose. Which, of course, leads to the big question, right? How did something so ancient, a practice with thousands of years of history, become the inspiration for such a huge, modern, worldwide event? It's a fascinating story.
Yeah, this day didn't just happen by accident. It was actually the result of a very focused and, as you'll see, an incredibly fast-moving effort on the world stage.
Now, check out the speed on this timeline. This is what's so wild. The idea gets pitched to the UN in September of 2014. By December, just 3 months later, the resolution passes with a record-breaking 177 countries co-sponsoring it. And then boom, by June 2015, the whole world is celebrating the very first International Day of Yoga. That is unbelievably fast for any kind of global initiative.
And this was the core pitch. This was the phrase used right at the United Nations. They didn't frame it as just an exercise routine. They called it an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition, a holistic approach to life, health, and well-being that was just too good not to share with the rest of the world.
So that brings us to the real heart of it all. Because to get why this day is so important, we have to look past the physical poses and understand the deeper meaning behind the words themselves. Okay, let's just break it down word for word. The first word, Rashtriya, that means national. The last word, Din, that's simple. It just means day. But the magic, the real key is that word in the middle, yoga. The literal translation is union. See, the word yoga comes from the old Sanskrit root yuj, which means to unite or to join. So it's not really about how flexible you are or if you can bend yourself into a pretzel. The ultimate goal is all about creating a union between your own consciousness and everything around you, a harmony between your mind and your body. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. For a lot of us, the common perception is that yoga is just a physical workout, a great way to get flexible. But the deeper, original meaning, it's about finding a state of harmony. It's about uniting the mind, the body, and the spirit into one. The physical stuff is just one of the ways you get there. So once you grasp that deeper meaning of union, the whole idea of the stages transforms. It stops being about a national exercise day and becomes this beautiful, universal invitation to absolutely everyone. So why does it matter? Well, the official goals of the day are things we can all get behind. It's a worldwide reminder to take care of our physical and mental health, to think about our connection to nature, to just take a moment for ourselves, for a little mindfulness. And in doing all that, you get to connect with a huge global community that's doing the exact same thing.
And really, that's the big takeaway here. Even though the original phrase starts with the word national, the spirit of the day has become completely international. It's an open invitation from one of humanity's ancient traditions to the entire modern world.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. We've just seen how one day, centered on one single practice, can unite the world in this really amazing way. So the only question left is, what could that same practice, that same search for union, inspire inside of you?